Balatro is one of the most addicting games I have ever played. It's poker meets roguelike deck building with one of the funnest game loops that'll have you saying just one more till 3 a.m. Let me show you why it's absolutely worth your time. You play the game in rounds called blinds. Each blind has a chip requirement that you beat by playing poker hands. You get a limited number of hands, think of them as your turn, but you do have a couple of chances to discard your cards to get a better hand. When you beat a blind, you earn money to spend at the shop to upgrade your deck. Now, that brings us to the shop phase, and this is where I lose you. So here's a TLDR with some extra dopamine to help. Celestial cards give you planet cards, which are used to upgrade your deck. You know the Royal Flush, rarest poker hand ever? Forget about it. With enough of these cards, you can beat that with a high card, and that's barely a hand. Tarot packs and spectral packs give you the ability to modify your deck. You can duplicate cards, delete cards, enhance cards, change the suits. You know that one time you wanted to play a card game and your friend whipped out a deck of cards that is obviously incomplete and mixed with cards from, well, other decks. Well, turns out it's a W strap. Like, who wouldn't want to play poker with 42 kings? Now we gotta talk about the soul of Balatro. The jokers. These guys are the DNA of your run. They're the blueprint, the stencil, the hanging. Their sole purpose is to change how the game is played. For example, there's a smear joker, which makes clubs and spades count as the same suit, as well as hearts and diamonds. And if you know anything about poker, that's gonna make flushes ridiculously easy to get. But there are also jokers that have a mediocre use alone, but when paired with another one, you got a W strat. Now, for reference, here's my typical gameplay loop. So on the first blind of the game, it would be ideal to win in just one hand since we get extra money for each remaining hand. So we want a high straight, high flush, or a high full house. And wow, we get a royal flush. That is not what I was expecting. So we're going to try to get a joker here. So we're going to try to go and get as many face cards as we can. Could give us some bonus mult. So we also get a celestial pack. Straights already are giving us a lot, so we can boost a 2 pairs. But this is our first boss blind. So in this case, all the spade cards are debuffed. That doesn't really do anything to us. I just realized this card does nothing for us. Now, this is a fantastic card and we will be buying it. So you know, we're going to have to be buying planet cards like crazy now. Our current boss blind is start with 0 discards. That is tough. All cards are debuffed until one joker is sold. That is quite the terrible ante to have right now. And we win! Now, this was a run on the easiest difficulty. So for dopamine purposes, let me show you what the perfect run looks like. This might look chaotic, but trust me, it makes perfect sense. If you like roguelikes, this is obviously the next game you should be playing. Honestly, I'm surprised you haven't already. You've played poker before? You already have played there. For people who haven't played poker ever, this game may be a little tricky. Not only do you have to look at your hand and identify the best hand, you also just have to identify the hand in general. But if you've played poker before, it's all muscle memory. If you like gambling, I'm sorry, but this might be the best way to feed that addiction. Not only are you not spending real money, you are playing poker, and you still get the joy of seeing number go up. Disclaimer though, it might be a gateway. If you like collecting, this game has a whole collection function that keeps track of all the jokers, planet cards, tarot cards, everything. And there are even some jokers that are locked until you finish their little quest. It's like Pokemon, but with clowns. This game is available everywhere. PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, even Android and iOS. So you can play it at literally any time. Beat that, casinos. For a while, I've been searching for a game that I can play in between my plans. A game that I can pick up just as easily as I can put down. Recently, I went on a family trip, and while waiting for everybody to get ready, I just played Balatro. Yes, I do prefer a story-focused game better, but it's not like I can just play that at any moment. I would hate to be in the middle of an important part and just have to stop right there. Balatro fills that position perfectly. And it's also just a fun game in general. You know, you boot it up at 10 p.m. and just one more ends up not being 1 and then it's 3 a.m. But that's how you're having fun. 8 out of 10 video game. If you're looking for a fresh addictive challenge, give Balatro a shot. You won't regret it. And if you've already played it, but you want to put your bro on some game, send them my way. I got you. For more quick game recommendations, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down something else I should check out. Show, game, movie, I do it all. My name is Luca Pietro, and I'll let you know when there's something else you should be playing.